Hi, my name's Abby. I'm going to be a fourth year at Ohio State this year, and I'm excited to be helping out with simple suppers. Today we're going to be making tortilla soup, a tossed salad, and fruit kebabs with yogurt dip. So for the tortilla soup, we have black beans, kidney beans, diced tomatoes, green chilies, low sodium chicken broth, chicken, cheddar cheese soup, and then some cheddar cheese, which is optional. And then we also, for the tossed salad, we're gonna have some romaine lettuce, cucumbers, red pepper or any bell pepper that you'd like, carrots, tomato, and then some salad dressing. For the fruit kebabs, we're gonna have an apple, orange, we have some blueberries, fruit yogurt, and the little skewers. So now I'm gonna move everything to the side and we're gonna get started on the tortilla soup. And the first thing we're going to do for the tortilla soup is rinse and drain the beans. So I'm going to do that now and then we'll come back and get started. Okay, so I've rinsed and drained the beans. Now I'm going to open all the cans and we're going to add it to the pot. This recipe can be made in a crock pot. We just decided to do it in a pot. So, yeah. Alright, so we have all our cans open. Now we're just going to add everything to the pot. Okay, so for this recipe we added like full cans of everything, which is just going to double the recipe, which you can just save it for later. Okay, so we're going to cook this on medium heat until it simmers, and then we'll just stir it occasionally until it's ready. Alright, so now we're going to start on the tossed salad. We have all our vegetables here. They've been rinsed and dried. So we're just going to get started by cutting up the lettuce. First I'm just going to cut this end off. And then we can just tear it into little pieces and throw it in the bowl. Alright, and this recipe calls for 1 carrot. We just have a bag of baby carrots that we can just chop up and throw in there. So that's what I'm going to do now. And make sure when you're cutting the carrots that your fingers are curved down so that they're not in the way of the knife, just so you don't cut yourself. Alright, and now we're going to start cutting the red pepper. You can use any color of bell pepper that you'd like, green, orange, yellow, just whatever you prefer. So we're going to start by cutting one side so that you have a flat edge that you can just set down, and then you can just chop this up into small pieces and throw it in your salad. Alright, it looks like we have a decent amount of peppers in there, so I'm just going to save this piece and leave it off to the side. Now we're going to get started with the cucumber. It calls for half of a cucumber, so I'm just going to cut it in half and then cut the end off. Alright, and then we're just going to cut this into small little pieces. Alright, and then we just have the tomato left, so we're just going to cut the top off. And then set it on the flat end, and I like to just cut it in half and then kind of just dice it from there. Alright, and now that we have everything in the bowl, we can just mix it up and serve it with some salad dressing. Now we're going to start with the fruit kebabs. We're just going to start off by cutting up the fruit that we have. So I'm just going to start with the apple. You can cut it down the middle and then just cut it into little slices, however you'd like. Alright, and now that we have it into slices, you can cut it a little bit smaller so that it can go onto the little skewer a little bit easier. Now that our apple's all cut up, we're going to start with the orange. So to cut this, you can just peel it. Once it's peeled, obviously, you can take apart all the little pieces and then just dice it up. And while you're cutting it, you can just watch out for any little seeds and just throw those out as well. Now that everything's all chopped up, we can just put it onto the little skewers, however you'd like. And with the blueberries, be careful not to poke yourself since they're just a little small. So now that you have your kebabs ready, if you'd like, if you have any whipped topping, you can whip that together with your fruit yogurt and use that as a dip. If not, we just have some yogurt here that we're just going to open up and use that as dip. So whatever you prefer. Alright, so we have our finished tortilla soup. Over here we have the adult portion and the child-sized portion. And then we have the salad and fruit kebabs. And we have the same thing. So the adult is right here and the child portion is right here.